But if you close your eyes,
hi guys, welcome back to an interesting video by Max. So today we're back with more Injustice Gods Among Us. So as you guys can see, today we're doing the Batman Elite 7 Level 50 review, and this is Batman Prime. So the Aquaman challenge has 1 day left, and today we have the Batmobile online season, which has just started. And in Survivor, the LexCorp set is still active. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the review. So I've just recently trained up Batman Prime all the way to level 50. So we're going to be taking a look at him. As you can see, we jumped all the way backwards over here. So let's take a look here. So first off, let's take a look at support enhancements. We did this before. Alfred for health, Oracle for damage, and lastly the Batcave for energy regeneration. So to promote him, he's a store-bought character, so you can just automatically buy him in the store. And I guess when you're starting off in the game, you will use him quite a ton. For me personally, he's the 4th gold character I got after Catwoman, Wonder Woman, and Superman, and I used him quite a lot. And just at the start of the video, I want to mention that there is still construction going on in my area. So if you guys hear some drilling or whatsoever in the background, that's the reason why. But it doesn't seem to be that loud today, which is why I can record this video. So, of course, his stats pretty much suck because he is a store-bought character. He has almost 24,000 damage and he has about 69,000 health. So, as you can see, compared to the people around him, his damage and health are all lower. Actually, his health is higher than Luchador Bane, so his health is not that bad. Compared to Arkham Origins Batman, even Arkham Knight Batman, he's just 10k off, so his health is one of the highest of all the store-bought characters. So that's a pretty nice point. And also, I do want to mention that his damage is actually higher than the stated damage, since his stated damage does not take into account his passive, so it's actually slightly higher. It will boost him up to almost 30k attack, so he is actually not that bad compared to the other characters around him. In fact, compared to some newer characters like Arkham Knight Batman, he is just 10k lower damage and health, which is not that bad for a character that's store-bought. So that's really cool. So let's take a look at his specials. So he has Explosive Batarang for Special 1, and this is the 2-hit one that all the other Batman besides Dawn of Justice and Arkham Knight Batman has. We have Way of the Bat, which is a pretty powerful Special 2, especially in the early game. Then we have the Dark Knight, which is his super move. So his combos are the same as the other Batman. The 3-hit heavy combo, which is really good to juggle with, and the 3-hit light combo with a 1-hit combo ender. So let's jump straight into the card itself. So this is Batman's Injustice design. As you can see, it's Batman Prime. So Tactical Genius, Batman and his teammates deal 25% more damage. So as you can see, he is a kind of a team player. He provides more damage for his entire team, which is really useful. And taking that into account, his attack will go almost to 30k. 25% extra from 23k, so that is pretty good, I'd say. So of course, his passive dealing extra damage to the entire team is really useful, and he is a really good support card. Although in the early game you would use him as probably one of your main cards, but however now in the late stage he's still useful as a support card. Although in terms of a support card, he's overshadowed by Animated Harley Quinn and some other support characters like 600 or Wonder Woman or so. So, however, take into account that Animated Harley Quinn is solely a support card and she can't actually handle herself that well in a one-on-one battle, but Batman Prime can. So I suppose that you could take that into account when choosing which support card you want. Although I still choose Harley Quinn over him, but he can handle himself pretty well. So let's see gear. So pretty much you can gear him in any way you want. Although I would recommend one basic damage gear to take advantage of his juggling, and I would also recommend a special 2 gear to increase his special 2. So for this case, I'm going to put on the Nether Realm Kama, and I'm going to put on the Lasso of Truth. So the last card, you can really take anything. You can take extra health, power generation, or blocking. His character-specific gear does not really help him that much. He does more damage on crit attacks, which is always useful, but nowadays you can get that with the League of Assassins hood. More health, quite useful, although Special 1 not really useful for him, because you wouldn't really be using Special 1 at all, in my opinion. So let's see what we have here. Maybe I'll put on some blocking gear. Blocking gear seems to be pretty useful. So we also have the militarized Batmobile, which focuses on his super, but I wouldn't really recommend that either. We also have Batman's hooded cowl, which is all the way at the front, which is over here. Gives disable enemy specials on special 2 and extra health, and stun chance on tagging, which could be really useful. We could see how that works. Although I still prefer blocking gear, although all the blocking gear seems to affect Special 1, which is not exactly what we want, which is why I put on the cowl. See if we have any other blocking gear here. Energy Lance, also blocking gear. Alright, this is pretty good. I'm just going to throw on the Godly Helmet. But honestly, you can gear him up in any way you can. I don't have any particular recommendation for him. So, and his teammates, he can act as a support card for any team, and he doesn't really benefit from any particular teammate. So, yeah, that's that. So, let's go into Valor 49 and see how he performs. So we're gonna just sort by level here. It's going a little bit slowly, so we're gonna start by reverse level. So let's see who we can put on with him. So let's put in Red Sun Superman and Red Sun Wonder Woman, and let's put in Batman himself. And we're actually gonna put Superman up front. So we got the Trinity here, except that Batman is not Red Sun. So let's jump into this battle. Should be able to handle it quite well. I suggest using his special 2 only, his super move and his special 1. Not really. So I'm just gonna tag in on him so we can take advantage of the stun. There we go. So as you can see, he does not do that much damage compared to other characters, and Pop connects. Did not see that one coming. Even the opponent's Harley Quinn does more damage than me, but as you guys know, that's his heavy combo, by the way. So Way of the Bat is his special 2. It starts off with that kick, then we have aiming, and it shoots 3 bats. That's a decent amount of damage, and this time we do block. And the blocking gear from the helmet does serve us quite well. So here's his light attack. It's 3 hit and then a headbutt. So let's get off special 1 just to show what special 1 is like. So it does stun, the stun does connect. Let's switch over to Wonder Woman here. And we'll get off by the gods. Let him generate a little bit of power because Zod is at 2 bars. And so is Harley. So we take the unblockable bomb from Harley Quinn, which is just according to plan. We didn't want Batman to be knocked out by the bomb. So we are at 3 bars. We want to knock out Harley Quinn first, don't want to waste our super. So here is the Dark Knight. You guys have seen this a couple of times from my other Batman reviews, but this is just for the record. So here is his super move, the Dark Knight. And honestly, I'll only recommend using his special 2, especially if you have gear. But if you're still starting out, his super move could be an option as well. So there we go. Let's jump into the second test fight. This time we have Nightwing, Scorpion, and Green Arrow. Pretty bad. We have 2 power drainers. Which is pretty terrible, but we do generate quite a ton of power with the Red Sun duo and combined with Wonder Woman's passive. So Oh, it's random tag, I believe. So this is a pretty awful battle to show off that. So let's get off the flying punch, which is blocked. Still does a decent amount of damage. Let's get off another flying punch. Alright, Nightwing knocked out, and Green Arrow comes in. And Wonder Woman comes in as well. So let's get off special 1. We don't want to get drained. Electric Arrow block, but still drains us dry. So hopefully we attack Batman in. And we do get the poison. Flying Punch connects. And Green Arrow barely survives somehow. So Scorpion gets off special 1, which is blocked. So you see, Red Sun Superman does quite a ton of damage. Without critting, he actually does more than 2,000. It's actually almost the same as Batman. So Batman does do quite a ton of damage. Electric Arrow blocked. Let's get off the By the Gods. And we did not get to see any of Batman Prime at all. It just refused to tag Batman Prime in. So this is a pretty awful test fight. And there we have it. Finally, Batman comes in full bars after the match is over. So let's see, this is a normal match, so we can get to see more of Batman this time. Right, so as you can see, Batman does handle himself pretty well. And he does do a decent amount of damage, and his main selling point is he juggles very well, and his passive benefits the whole team. So Bang is blocked for about 4,000. And this is a pretty high up battle as well, although he is fully promoted and at maximum level. Bang blocked again. So Catwoman is in. Let's get off the Way of the Bat, which is blocked. I thought I hit it mid-combo though, so Cat Claws connects and we barely block it. Right off the Way of the Bat comes the Cat Claws. So we are at 2 bars again. Cat Claws again by Catwoman. And Black Adam is in. Let's tag out to Superman. We're gonna get off the Man of Steel. And we are bleeding terribly, which is why we had to tag out. And Man of Steel completely destroys the opponent. And we only have the Joker left. So again, a pretty awful test fight. We didn't even get off a special, but we did show off his good juggling though. Alright, so we have a disabled special 1 and radiation. So let's just recharge everybody here. And let's jump into this fight. I feel like I have not shown him off enough to that this is his review. It feels like I'm showing a little bit more of the Red Sun duo, and a Red Sun review will be coming up soon. I'm planning to do a review of all 6 Red Suns in one, since that will pretty much be the team that you'll be using. So we are at 2 bars, and we are losing pretty high amounts of health due to the radiation. So let's get off the Way of the Bat, off the combo. This time it's not blocked, and pretty high damage as I said. And the last hit will not hit Grundy. Speaking of Grundy, Earth 2 Solomon Grundy is still not around. And the current Aquaman challenge is almost up. So let's get off the Way of the Bat again. So we're just going to try to let Batman handle this battle himself. And the last hit will, or actually the next 2 hits will hit Lobo. So off the Way of the Bat, he hits us with Special 1, which is the hook and chain. Sorry about that. And this time it's blocked. So let's see if we'll be able to hit up to Special 2. And oh, hook and chain knocks us out. That's really sad. So let's just get out the Man of Steel and finish off Lobo. There we go. So let's check out the next fight. Next fight looks pretty alright. No modifiers. So this will probably be the final test fight. I'm just trying to show off his usefulness, especially for beginners, and even experts can use him. Although they are pretty, there are a lot of better choices, but still, he is not all that bad. Even though he's a star-bought character, he's one of the best star-bought characters in my opinion, alongside Animate Harley Quinn, Doomsday, and a couple others. So again, the Way of the Bat connects. His shield will trigger emergency barrier. I mean. Which was expected. So Regime Aquaman comes in and hits the Trident Toss, although it does not look like connected for much damage, but the bleed will. The bleed does equal amounts of damage to his special. So I'm not gonna get off any specials with Superman because I want to show off Batman as much as I can. So let's try to let Aquaman hit special 1 on Superman if he wants to get off a special. Maybe not. So let's get off the red of the battery right off the tag, and it does connect. Probably the emergency barrier will trigger, and there it is. Aquaman at 2 bars. Sinestro is in. Sinestro at 2 bars as well. Just waiting for an opening to get off the way of the bat. Here it is. And we do heal for reasonable amount with the lasso. So Death from Above does connect, and both of them are brought down to their knees already. Let's get out the explosive batarang. Aquaman does block it, and he has like a dot of health left. And Sinestro is in, and another explosive batarang for him. And apparently it did not connect. And we still have Green Lantern himself, who does eliminate Batman, but he does get punched out for doing so. So there is the review on Batman Prime. So overall usefulness, I'd say that he is still pretty useful even for experienced players. His passive does do quite well for the team, and he can handle himself pretty well as well. So pretty useful character, and the best part is that he is store-bought and he's not all that expensive either. So that's a really good point, and I think his main selling points are these. So thanks for watching this video, guys, and goodbye.